As you ought to know well, my name is Philippus Aurelius Theophrastus Bombastus von Hohenheim, Doctor of Psychiatry, Psychology, Phrenology, and Sociology of Miley Cyrus. I suppose you're wanting of my insight into building trust in a conversation, the importance of nonverbal communication. My like to cease this topic, yes? Well, judging by your posture, you have a lot to learn. I suppose you plebeians of stunted intellect may require a definition of nonverbal communication. I thought as much. It refers to various behaviors performed in the presence of others that may be perceived either consciously or unconsciously. The practice of good communication skills is integral to building meaningful and trustworthy relationships. Word choice only constitutes about 10% of a conversation's meaning, so naturally, nonverbal communication is an extremely important factor. Nonverbal cues can reveal the intention of the speaker and reflect his or her emotional reactions. Naturally, these reactions and intentions can be perceived both positively and negatively. Ultimately, your nonverbal communication will play an extremely important role in your personal and professional social encounters, and will influence your chances of success or your chances of failure.
Hello, boys and girls. Every time. Hello, boys and girls. My name is Elias Fakanami. And my singular purpose in this life is to build your nonverbal communication skills. Let's begin by examining the term nonverbal communication. Non, from the Latin word for not. Verbal, derived from the French root verbalis, itself derived from... What was that? I only have 10 minutes. Wait, what was that last bit? I should just get on with the presentation. Okay, shorthand, pens out. Nonverbal communication is a set of actions and behaviors that allows one to convey information without the use of words. So, let me, a teacher fully licensed, who you should trust implicitly, instruct you, a child with minimal to absent nonverbal communication skills, in the ways of posture, nodding, and eye contact.
Hello, little girl.
I'm 23. Also, what are you doing in my house?
Youth is no excuse for slouching. What if you were speaking to somebody? It is imperative that you always have perfect posture. I'm talking turning your torso towards the person you're speaking with. Leaning in, not too close, that's a little creepy. And most importantly, sit up straight for crying out loud. While we're on the subject of presenting oneself, try not to fidget. Like that. Don't do it. Fidgeting can be interpreted in many ways. Boredom, nervousness, impulsiveness, all hard things to control. Believe me, I know. But remember, in a conversation, you're lying. You want to present the best version of yourself. Sell yourself.
Firstly, it's important that you turn your torso to face the individual. Studies have shown that when a physician keeps a smaller physical distance by leaning forward and keeps a direct body orientation 180 degrees towards the patient, this is received more positively, resulting in an increase in disclosure and understanding.
So I guess we're just gonna sidestep this whole you breaking into my house thing. And to teach me about posture. Are you some sort of deranged mental patient? Are you gonna turn me into a sweater after we're done? Well,
So, if only I was giving you a non-verbal signal to show you that I was paying attention. Now try that all again.
so we're gonna sidestep the whole you breaking and entering thing. And you're turning me into a sweater because you're insane. And the fact that you're nodding through this whole thing is not comforting whatsoever.
Oh, I'm not going to turn you a sweater. That's just morbid. Maybe you're the psychopath for going to such a dark place. But the point is, you knew that I was paying attention. See, you should always nod in a conversation, ever so slightly, to let the other person know that you're paying attention. Take it away, disembodied narrator lady!
Secondly, using simple, subtle nodding throughout the conversation can be a great way to show that you understand what the other person is saying. In fact, it was demonstrated that if you nod in clusters of 3, the speaker interprets this as a keen interest and it can lengthen the response threefold. In addition, in one research, standardized patients gave higher ratings and reported greater confidence in individuals when they used facilitative nodding while listening to their talk.
Thanks for that, Doc. Now what should I teach this young chappie? Cool. Okay. So, when person A's eyes looking into person B's eyes, and person B's eyes looking into person A's eyes, and they're doing the whole thing called communication, that's eye contact. You got it? Good. Hurtful, but noted. Okay, eye contact is just as important as nodding. You have to look into someone's eyes so they know where your attention is. The eyes are the windows of the soul. You need to look into them to start building trust. But don't look too much. Individuals who are autistic, they shy away from eye contact. How can you build trust if you're freaking someone out? And even more so, if you are staring at someone persistently and not blinking, that makes for very weird conversational undertones. I've been in some very strange conversations. Point is, every person is different. Every person has a different comfort level. So judge them by a case-by-case basis.
It has been demonstrated that looking directly at someone with consistent eye contact can lead to stronger trust and result in the individual being perceived as more approachable, making the patient more likely to volunteer information. In contrast, looking down at a paper or at a computer screen during conversation reduces the fluency of the conversation and can be interpreted as a lack of interest.
Now that we've talked about fixing your posture, your noggin, and your eyes, let's talk about fixing your face. Imagine for a second you're speaking with a man in distress, a man called Benny. You wish to glean information from Benny in order to help him. But how can you glean information if you come across as a cold, unfeeling, detached stoic? To show that you can empathize with Benny. How do you empathize with someone? Well, you just emote. You show that you can care for them.
A friendly, positive facial expression can aid the development of trust and rapport, and is a key influencer when making credibility assessments to determine how much we can trust another person. Therefore, those with a stoic expression can come off as cold and intimidating, whereas individuals who smile more during conversations are likely to be perceived as more friendly and caring.
Halfway I was like, what do I say next? What do I say next? Just keep going, just keep going.
Place essential role.
Darn it!
You're artistic. Artists hate eye contact. You need to know that.
Nonverbal cues reveal the nonverbal cues.
That was good. And no. Where was I even going with that?